Yeah, this is badass. So Max Changmin with the song Devil. This is the song off of his album. It's a remake of a Swedish artist called Alex Runo, another one of my favorites recently. Yeah, Max Changmin's an interesting guy. He uses some very interesting dynamics, and his structure is kind of funny. Beautiful vocals, and his music videos are pretty cool as well. If I remember correctly, the last one I did, it kind of had like this old world, old like movie type of feel. I think it was like supposed to be like old Korean movie or something like that, old cinema. Very cool, very artsy. But you don't really know what to expect with this guy. As far as like K-pop and pop goes and stuff, it's very easy to recognize, you know, when the drop's coming in, when are we getting that hook, when we're going to swing into the chorus. Very rarely am I surprised by kind of like the structure of a song when it comes to pop music or K-pop. And that's fine. It is what it is. That's just the kind of the style of the music that it is. However, this guy will throw you through a loop. Yeah, I don't want to say he messes with time signatures or anything, but his structure is a little bit different than some of the music that I've heard. So what do you say we check this one out? This is called Devil. I think I've heard 2 or 3 songs from this guy, and I've really enjoyed everything I've heard so far. So I'm pretty excited for this one. Yeah, they're kind of creepy too. Whoa, look at that. Starting off kind of soulful here.
수없이 불어오는 것에 시련에 막혀 길 잃은 아이처럼 단한 걸음 못 내딜 때 Oh devil 내게 속삭였지
So soulful.
피할 수 없는 가시도진 길을 재촉하는 현실 내게 뭐가 올 거라 Oh devil 서늘한 이웃은 So just let it rain 소리 없이 차오른 Rain down on me 뜨거워진 눈물이 Rain down on me 잠에 마를 때까지 Rain down on me.
Okay. Before this song continues, this is what I was talking about with this guy. Like, he uses some very interesting dynamics. The whole thing starts off super organic, almost like in an a cappella style of singing. Very, very soulful, and the sounds that we hear is this trickling piano, and we also hear like what sounds like an electric acoustic guitar. And what's cool about like this little recording and this little intro or this phase up into this hook we're about to get into right now is they're really focusing on those organic sounds. In fact, there's a mic actually recording the clamp of the clap of the string itself, so you can hear like that tingy springiness. They really want to have that be readable. As I swing around here into, I guess we'll call this the first bridge into the main chorus we're about to get into, they start adding electronics to the mix. You know, the snare is very distinguishable, being like an 808 style hit of the snare. And then we start getting the wishy-washy synth and kind of like this really nice driving bass with some good drive and distortion on it. That can be hard to do, you know, to switch between those two majors like that, you know, going from something that sounds so like soulful and like acoustic into like this really like raw electronic, almost EDM-esque type of sound. Obviously not tempo-wise, I'm just talking texture-wise. Can be very difficult to do. I'm going to take this one back here a little bit one more time because I do want to hear this transition again because it comes in hard. But it's also pretty slow as well, which is, again, pretty hard to do. Here we go. The snare almost sounds like a clap here. You can really hear those strings.
So just let it rain.
I like how they use the vocoder.
마를 때까지 rain down on me.
Yeah, this is badass.
외로워도 찾는 잠들 수 없는 밤.
And now we get a blend of the both. Electronic and acoustic.
아름다운 긴 방황의 시간. 저는 두렵지 않아. So just let it rain. Rain down on me. 소리 없이 차오른 rain down on me. 뜨거워진 눈물이 rain down on me. 다 메마를 때까지 rain down on me. 운명이란 이름으로 뒤틀린 광야 속에서 빛을 향해서 걸어가. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. 뜨거워진 눈물이 rain down on me. 다 메마를 때까지 rain down on me. Come on and let it rain. Rain down on me. 터질 듯이 타올라.
Dude.
지친 가슴에 뜨거워진 눈물이 let it rain on me. 다 메마를 때까지 rain down on me.
Love the trickling melody. What is happening now? This is so creepy. Dude. Max Changmin. This guy is impressive. I'm not sure how much he's responsible for his own songwriting. He could be using outside producers. It could be done himself, but it's impressive stuff just coming from a textural point of view. Obviously, vocals are fantastic, insanely soulful, almost a cappella in some regions, and just really creative ways to introduce different parts of the song. The way they introduce this a cappella bridge going up into this chorus really builds tension. It just makes it feel so pensive before it's being built up. You're hit with that drop. The drop too is pretty cool as well because it's soft and I don't want to say soft. It's slow. It's very, very slow, but it still feels like there's some power behind it. It makes you kind of want to move. This song actually surprised me a couple times when I thought that major hook was coming in. I was getting ready to get into it, and they just took the hit away as well. Which was like, okay, you're screwing with the formula here a little bit. You're trying to do something a little bit outside of the box, which I do appreciate. But yeah, fantastic vocalist, amazing songwriting, great textures and dynamics. What's not to love about stuff like this? This is the kind of, is this considered K-pop or is this something else? Whatever this is, I can get behind this. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool artsy creative things to take away from this. The video itself is creepy and very cool. Some awesome cinematic shots. I like that shot of the deer with the neon antlers. That was kind of creepy and weird. I like it. It's soulful, it's seductive, it's got some good punch to it, awesome structure, beautiful video, and incredible vocals. What more can you really ask for? I dig it. Max Changmin, Devil. I dig it. That was cool, man. That was really cool. Let's read some chats here. I know. I'm just realizing now I meant to check out this whole album. I've heard a couple songs from this guy. And I wanted to check out this whole mini album. I still have to do it someday. I get so much stuff going on, guys. A lot of stuff with streaming. But god dang, this guy is impressive. Does anybody know if he's responsible? Susie, do you know if he's responsible? Sorry to call you out. I know you're busy. But do you know if he's responsible for any of his own production, writing? Does he self-produce these things, or is there producers helping him? Even if he has producers helping him, I mean, he still has a fantastic voice, great timing, and a fantastic dancer as well. He's got one more music video I haven't seen. Oh boy. All right. Maybe I can do that next week. Hopefully somebody recommends it next week. He's in the group TVXQ. They're second gen K-pop. Well, I really enjoy his solo work here. I really, really like it. Well, I mean, Devil is a fallen angel, so church music kind of does fit. Yeah, I guess you're kind of right. But I mean, as far as like church music, like I didn't hear any like big, wide, super, cathedral style like organs. You know what I mean? Usually when there's like that kind of themes going on, they'll add that organ just to kind of add that texture to it. They didn't seem to do that. The textures that they used were pretty original and a lot of sound textures that I haven't heard before. For instance, recording the actual ting of the strings. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to an electric guitar, you just hear the distortion or you just hear the sound coming out of the amplifiers. This is a different recording technique where they actually record the strings themselves, so you can like have the feeling of the strings. Yeah, whatever it is, it's badass. Yeah, I kind of want to hear the original one now too. Maybe off stream I'll do that. I want to see what this originally sounds like and see how far off it is because there's some very very unique tones. All right, that was cool. I enjoyed that one.